probably the most fundamental of our root chakra. Our bottom line of Maslow's hierarchy is oxygen. No one can survive with less than 4 or 5 minutes of oxygen, except under very extraordinary circumstances. And so breathing is one thing that we can use to access this. I have also selected this word inspire because inspire means two things. Inspire means to breathe in, but it also means to spark off ideas or feelings. And I have chosen a talisman oracle card for mindfulness. There are many studies now on the positive health effects of mindfulness meditation. You can find many YouTube videos on meditation. I recommend calm.com. There are also physical disciplines that you can use that are meditative, like Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga. There's even something called a runner's high, which comes from aerobic exercise. And the mindfulness card, here's the sacred geometry that is encoded into it. And here is the text if you would like to read it. Use this card when you need to recenter and find peace in the moment. When you have a hard time being patient with yourself, try taking a moment to envision the praying mantis staying still. Bring your hands to center and focus on your breath. Can you locate where in your body your emotions are resonating? Is something tense? What sounds do you hear around you? Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is, I showed this briefly before, this book, Breath, The New Science of a Lost Art by James Nestor. And this book is described by many people as literally life-changing. I would recommend that if you are interested in breath work and meditation, that this is a book that you should probably look into. And the other thing that I would say about this is that he has some excellent description of breathing as it happens. It is more than just a biochemical or a physical act. It's more than just moving the diaphragm downward and sucking in air to feed hungry cells and remove waste. The tens of billions of molecules we bring into our bodies with every breath also serve a more subtle but equally important role. They influence nearly every internal organ, telling them when to turn on and off, when we feel aroused, when we feel nauseated. Breathing is a power switch to a vast network called the autonomic nervous system. There are two sections of this system, and he talks about the parasympathetic, that is the one half of the autonomic nervous system that stimulates relaxation and restoration, the mellow buzz you get during a long massage, the sleepiness you feel after a big meal. This is the one that tells your brain to pump feel-good hormones like serotonin and oxytocin into your bloodstream. It opens the floodgates in our eyes and makes tears flow at weddings. It prompts salivation before meals, loosens the bowels, stimulates the genitals before sex. For these reasons, it's sometimes called the feed and breed system. The lungs are covered with nerves that extend to both sides of the autonomic nervous system, and many of the nerves connecting to the parasympathetic system are located in the lower lobes, which is one reason long and slow breaths are so relaxing. When molecules of breath descend deeper, they switch on parasympathetic nerves. And then he talks about the second half, the sympathetic, and talks about how when you are alarmed or frightened, that activates for fight and flight. So, these are all things for you to consider. And so I wanted to speak just briefly about the root chakra. This is a card that you can look at and meditate on, and look at the color, the frequency of the root chakra. The red flower of life stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. And again, with Alana Fairchild's energy circles, I ground my energy, creating a safe, secure, and loving reality with the universe as my ally. And then this one, a base chakra blessing for soul vitality and stoic foundations that support the manifestation of my heart's true beauty for the highest good. As far as crystals are concerned, this crystal is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is considered a root chakra crystal for strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. There is also red jasper, grounding. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. And we have snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian is a crystal that promotes safety in the hurricane of life. A strong foundation will keep you safe. These are all tools with which to work with your chakras. Another root chakra crystal, I do not have one, is garnet for security. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. Be grounded. That is all I have for today. I will be back with another video in a few days. My Mercury retrograde has been quite active in terms of disruptions of my schedule, but I will certainly be back at least by the new moon. Thank you for tuning in to Nana's Tarot and Oracles for healing energy information. You make Nana's day. Nana loves you and hopes you leave a question or a comment below. Select the like button, subscribe, and select all notifications. I will see you again soon in peace and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you.